Yeah, that's the idea. It's supposed to look like one of the snails, but kind of not really. I guess. Actually, the snails originally were 2D characters as well, but they're just so big that it didn't really work out. So I made them 3D. But yeah, this is supposed to be. This is the new Thinker. It's a little bit pixelated. I actually did redraw it. I haven't put in the new art yet. But yeah, this is the new Thinker of Kainga, Seeds of Civilization. This is a Thinker duo where we have Kala on top and then Jira, who is the shellless snail. And the idea is that Kala created a shell for the snail, and since then they became bound to one another. And the snail in turn carries this tall flag for Kala. So let's go inside. I do notice that I need to make these doorways bigger now that I have so many tall thinkers. So I'll probably make it as big as this archway. It'll look more grandiose anyways. So we're getting quite a full roster here. We have almost all of them, all of the thinkers. We have 2 more in the next 2 updates. So anyone who's seeing this game for the first time, where do I begin? This is a roguelite city builder. Hopefully I'll have this on YouTube. I said that last time, but I guess you wouldn't know that if you hadn't seen the last one, because I didn't actually get it up on YouTube in time. We're going to do some later stages of the game today. And let me know if the audio is alright or if I need to adjust anything. Thank you very much. Hello, Iron Squid. Today I think we'll do a little bit of memory unlocks for Kala and Jira. I want to kind of show off the new Thinker, the new maps, and some of the new technologies as well in the clothing and stone update. We can go through the what's been changed or what's new. Of course, we have the Ice Ridge map, which I did make some changes to that are in this update, in this personal build of mine. We have Kala and Jira. Looks familiar. We have clothing and hats, a few different outfits, a few different hats, and a lot of unit art for the unique units. It just didn't sit well with me that the unique units didn't have unique art. So I had to draw them all. In total, between the clothing, hats, and all the unique units, there's over 3,000 little pictures. But some of them are just, hats. We also have stone. This is the new stone resource. It's actually called bricks because there's 2 types, stone and Adobe. And then new technologies like walls, new festivals, new challenges, and so forth. I also restructured a lot of the thinkers. So Garam has more of a focus on silk because he starts, or fabric, because he starts with fabric. So a lot of these take fabric and produce, this one takes fabric and produces logs. This one helps you with relations, which is kind of his specialty. Chiote got more construction-based festivals like this blessed scaffolding. Stone pyramid. Both of these are kind of high-intensity construction projects. And this one is slotted to be replaced later with a surprise. Ajawan got more of a ceramic focus, including this new passive ceramic mandate. That way, this ceramic tower isn't quite so costly. And I think Charnushka got the celebratory firework now does a rain of fish so he can get easy source of food at the start. Let's jump right in and we can talk as we go. So I'm happy to go to the towers here because I've actually been working on fixing the towers. There's a lot of pathing issues. So let's see if we can find any issues to deal with. This is the towers map. I did add this massive ramp on this tile piece here to help, because I didn't like the feeling of getting stranded at the bottom of the towers and not having any way to climb up to the top. So for example, they have their own boat town here. They can still get up to us over here. All right, so these guys are on top there. Looks like they've blocked themselves with this stairway. And there goes a Firebird. I made a lot of these ramps wider because there was a pathing issue, so hopefully that's been solved. Let's start by building our campfire, and we'll get this show on the road. Every village starts with a campfire. Let's see, can we actually... I can't quite get over here. Oh yes, and we have now the incense aroma passive ability. Alright. Clay tower, which is not a good idea. We don't have any clay nearby. We don't have a lot of resources at all. So the sprout house seems like a smart idea. This is one of the best houses, in my opinion. If we build it in a way that these two spots are available and there's grass behind it, it will grow bamboo. I'm by no means an expert at my own game, so if you have any tips, then let me know. I'm happy to hear. Let's get a food technology. That's our first priority here. What is Adobe used for? Again, I haven't got many chances to use it. It says new minks. Adobe is also just like stone. Previously there were not a lot of uses for it, to be honest. It just replaced clay, which it still does. But now I've added quite a few technologies that implement stone. Alright, will this fishing tower reach down there? Skeptical, so I'll go with the prop row. The difference between Adobe and Mindstone is that Adobe often replaces clay. That's right. That's what Iron Squid says. Yes, that is true. So that's kind of the benefit of Adobe. Build a couple farms here. And yeah, this stinker starts with a couple shield-bearing warriors. They block damage. They have a high chance to block damage with their shields. Here comes a walker. Just wandering the lands, doing what he does. We need a movement technology at some point, but we'll get this resource one first. Will Adobe have its old skin brought back to distinguish from regular stone? It does. It does. So it looks similar to this, but it's Adobe. It's brown. Also, these ruins are now a new source of stone, so you don't always have to produce stone. You can use it, you can harvest it from these ruins. And the ruins in the flatlands are made of Adobe. There it is, the Adobe oven. I think in the interest of science, we should go for this. I'm sure we can find clay somewhere. And we can try out some of the new stone technologies. Before we get the festival, I'm going to get this movement technology because I feel like that's more pertinent to what we're doing here. There's some clay down here, so let's see if we can squeeze this. Nah, it's fine. And then I'm gonna... I'll wait till we get a couple people. I say we go with the bridge. Now that we have the potential to keep growing bamboo with our houses. Let's see, tell this guy to go down here real quick. Actually, we're gonna need more than... We're gonna need a lot more than one clay. So I'm going to build this. That horn sound means they were upset by that placement of banner. So I'm going to bring my shield bearers down here. Oh, what? They came over by boat? That's not very nice. That worked out well. While we're at it, let's just steal this boat and see what we can find along the edges. I still want this built. That guy quit. So this is another thing that starts with 3 braves, so it can be kind of a slow start. Where's our 3rd guy? 1, 2, and 3. So you can right-click on the buttons here, and it'll show you where those people are. Let's do a little bit of exploring. If it isn't Breezy, that's me, Breezy Stingray. Actually, that was a randomized name that the PlayStation gave me. So here we are, still doing it. So it looks like there's a couple technologies here we can swoop by bringing our thinker down, and I don't think that's a bad idea. Let's try it out. I did do a bit of work. They jumped through the wall, but I did do a bit of work to make sure that units don't jump straight into the water. They still might, so no promises, but most likely they won't. Okay, so we have the banner stadium. Yes, we need to get fabric at some point. And and this will respawn Jira if he gets in trouble. It'll also awaken a crustacean, but this map has no crustaceans. So and this festival creates a source of stone, which actually we have already. I'll go with the banner stadium. And then while you're doing nothing, feel free to hop down into this boat. We'll take a warrior with us, just in case things get hairy. Alright, let's read. Do you plan to allow us to get a canoe tech, as in canoes without the canoe dock? The only way to get that at the moment is with that bonus, the giant house. Oh man, he looks so great guiding this boat. To get that, there's a giant house that grants a canoe tech. Alright, this is just the land of bountiful harvest when it comes to festivals. Okay, let's see. Oh yes, the Gosanke Harbor House, that's the one. But that house has some problems with it at the moment. Collisions are a good way of reminding my girlfriend whether she's parked or not. What happens if you get the harbor house and the second tech for canoes, which means you can memorize canoes in a kind of cheesy way? That's true. But I think that house doesn't quite work exactly as expected. We don't really need more food, do we? So let's take a passive. Let's go for the slate roof. So this adds stone roof. I did fix it so this will appear, and same with the thinking caps, which could be good. This doesn't have a bonus, but basically the bonus is that it attachments will produce quicker. Let's go with the slate roof, and we'll get a couple more techs while we're over here. This is gonna make this person quite upset, but they can deal with it. And the slate roof now makes it so our houses require 1 stone, which maybe wasn't a great idea right now, but because our Adobe workshop is not actually up and running yet. Let's look at this warrior. He let that guy walk right past him. Oh my goodness, everyone fell off the bridge. Okay. This is a problem to be solved. Well, I guess we could just build a small bridge here and do that. And I think that'll work out. They should figure that out once this gets sorted. We still have quite a few bricks. So, for example, this house now requires 1 brick. We should be able to build it with ease. Thinking caps plus Adobe would be good if you find it again. Yeah, Adobe is pretty slow to make. Yes, but it does make multiple. It makes 4 at a time, which is why it's so slow. Okay, we need this finished at some point. Looks like our miniature bridge is complete. I don't want to build too many other bridges because I'm worried that we'll connect ourselves to them and then cause ourselves some trouble. So let's see, we have the rain collector. The Shadoof I don't think will work from that high up. And we don't have a snail. Let's go with the rain collector. Of course, this might not... We have to build it in a place... In this overhang, for example, it won't work. The rain won't fall in. So we're kind of running out of space here. And I don't want to build it too high up because it will... the rain won't reach it. Or the clouds are too low. These guys are causing a lot of havoc over here. Adobe oven makes 4 clay at a time. Yep. Is it normal for Braves to drop off the ledges? No, that is not normal. I'm not sure why they did it. I've seen it happen at the edge of... at the desert edge of... in the terraces. But not here. Shadoof ignores height from my experience. It's just that on the towers, some of the towers bulge and block them. Yeah, so that is true. So, for example, you might think, oh, I'll just put it on the edge here and it'll reach the water, but no, it won't reach the water because technically there's land underneath. Although it should be able to... It should be automatic on that, whether it can be placed or not. We have 2 rifle technologies, but no way to make blast powder. I wonder if we can find another resource technology. Up here, and a couple way up here. We can probably climb all the way up. Looks like these snails burnt to death. That's just sad. We do need to... Let's get it. Let's get the powder stack. Interestingly, it costs 2 bricks. Oh, that's because it normally costs 2 clay, but clay is being replaced with bricks in this case, which can be disabled as well. But which is a new addition because that was causing some soft locks. That's a cheap archery range. Was it? I didn't look at it. But yeah, sometimes it could have been the archer attachment. We're going to need more houses. So let's build a couple more houses down here. Expand our... You know what? I feel like they're going to yell at each other down there. Let's not do that. Let's expand over here. That way we have a little bit of space to grow. 'Cause these guys are just going to get, you know, give each other... spend their entire lives mad dogging each other. Okay, let's see what we have. We have the cloud catcher. Let's do the stone walls. Because it looks cool. I'm not the kind of player who makes wise choices. But the right choices. Alright. Now let's hop over here. I think we can hop up there. Or maybe not. Yeah, we can. Interestingly, we got a demand, so I guess one of the other factions can reach us. Just send him up there. I'll put this guy on the boat so I know where it is. And let our thinker do his thing. Let's go back to the campfire with H for hearth. Let's see where this demand is. Oh, I see. What's logs, bamboo, logs, and clay? I'm gonna let this one wait out because I'm not worried about them. These guys block themselves with this staircase, so they're entirely unable to reach us. I should probably remove these staircases altogether. It is what it is. We do need a way to create silk. Ah, here we are. And the silk harvester, which unfortunately I think the snails all died. So let's go with the silk loom. And then one more would be nice to create to get blast powder. I'm gonna risk it and go up here. At some point he's gonna take off. And that may be the end. But it may not. So let's build a couple more houses. I'm leaving a little bit of space, but I probably don't need to. Let's just build a whole apartment complex over here. Although at some point we do need a little bit of space for the banner stadium. These guys are quick to it. I did make a new improvement where warriors will not return to the campfire unless instructed to do so. That way you can have them out guarding certain things. Let's see if our rain barrel fills up. No. Might burn down though. I did do a lot of work on this map to hopefully fix all the problems with the bridges. Let's just keep extending these bridges all the way over. We won't even need the boat. Alright, we have the trade table, the clay pit, and the lumberjack. So the reason why Garam starts with fabric is so that he's able to trade quickly. But I think we will... Wait, what are we looking for? We're looking for some blast powder. We have the Weaving Hermit, which we don't really need. I'll re-roll once more. House Extension, the Market Tower. All good stuff. Okay, one more. It's like gambling. It's like the slot machine. Who knows what's going to come next? Let's go with the passive and the thinking caps. This was recommended from one of the viewers. So now you can see they actually have their purple caps on. Sumac memorizing fishing towers, mighty pie, and the silk harvester is very strong. Indeed, there's a lot of good combinations you can create if you're clever, which is great, which is exactly what the game's built to be. We don't have a lot of fire protection. Although I need to use this space to build some silk. Oh, this house is not done. Yeah, you can fit there. And looks like he's trying to build some houses down here. There's no way you're getting out of this entrapment, unfortunately. Send our thinker down to this one. You can now send him, I think, to any part of the light beam, and it'll send them to the thinker, because sometimes in situations like this, if you try to click on it, it actually sends them to that bamboo. So the light beam may be easier. And this guy, he can just live in the water as a sea person. Achiote has infinite resources with clay pit, ceramic crafter, and bamboo pots. Yeah, true. which is why some of these things take longer than others, where the actual resources are not the cost, but instead the time. Who would want to live in this house when you could live in this one? Get out of there. Oh, there's somebody in there. Okay, go back home. Oh, looks like my water pot did burn down. Which is unfortunate, but... And our banner burnt down as well. This guy's trying to wrestle, but... I'm not interested. I do like these bridges. This is so great to see this game come so far. I don't think there's another game that I've played that allows you to build these types of towns. Connected with bridges and then middle of these tall towers. It's like, it's weird seeing my dream come to life. So where are these guys going? Is that really the best way there? Huh. Alright. Cliff awning. We don't need. The beast lure, I wonder, it would probably just lure one of these and then we'd be in trouble. I think the well is what we actually need, because fire's been an issue for a little while. Look at that. At the same time, the bridge is complete and we're ready to go. Did you work on the ramps at the towers at all? Yes, I did. I think I've solved the problem 100%. Some of the ramps I had to make wider, like these. Some of the islands I made, or some of the land space I made wider as well, on almost all of them. I added some more ramps so that you can get from the very bottom to the very top more easily, and so forth. It was really annoying to not be able to path on the ramps when it looks like you could path, but they wouldn't. So yeah, I made a lot of them double the size, and I think it works 100%. But I don't want to speak too soon. Oh, look at that. Blast powder after all. Let's get it. The shop is opened. I'm karma rich, so let's see what we can buy down here. We've got a canal. We have a beast incense emitter. And if you're wondering how I'm reading this, it's up here in the top. And then we have beast farm stocks. It's kind of a shame all the beasts got destroyed, because we have a lot of opportunity. I think this is a good spot for the arena. Softlock plateau down to the bottom now has a ramp on it. Yeah. So next is Ice Ridge Softlock. Actually, I have a surprise for you. I worked on that one as well. I put almost twice as many ramps in, so it shouldn't be a problem anymore. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to be in a situation that's extra difficult, but I think that's kind of should be on the player's choice rather than the game forcing you to do something like that. For example, having a tiny island to work on. If you want that kind of a challenge, you can actually, no, wait. You can always just start on the pebbles. So we're going to build our banner stadium up here and build a couple houses down here. This was quite easy actually, because the enemy, even though he keeps ringing his gong at me, neither one of them can reach us at the moment. I do plan to improve the AI in terms of like actually building boats, because I think at the moment they will raid if they could reach, but they can't reach any of their boats, so they're not even bothering to try. I'll steal your fish. But yeah, this is next on my list. Is more work on both boats and beasts. We have the stone chariot. The beast, the buried ruins, and the spirit house. Let's get the spirit house. Looks like we're going to get all three in a row, which I'm fine with. Fabric's too far away, isn't it? So let's make a forward fabric base over here. And by that I mean 3 houses producing fabric at 100%. Oh, actually, I never made it, did I? Combat, huh? So it looks like they did come over here. How did they manage that? Mysteries of life. This attachment placement is pretty generous. But let's just give everybody one. We're going to need some more bamboo. Don't know if anyone noticed, but the bamboo changes colors based on its altitude. Higher up bamboo is a little bit more yellow. Also the bamboo in the edges. Looks like we're going to have a fire soon. Grand Theft Fish. I love stealing rice from neighbors' early game. Yeah, there's not much they can do about it. Or they can do something about it, but they oh my goodness. That was risky. The flames don't always ignite below. Usually Achiote is too busy 1v1 a flathead to notice me. Yeah. That's his life. I thought about giving Kala and Jira a snail spit action, but I thought that's too powerful. And instead I made them immune to acid. Let's see if anyone falls off this bridge. Not today, huh? Ah, of course it's that one that catches on fire. Let's get out of here. We don't have a lot of fire protection here. And by not a lot, I mean none at all. Let's see if we can steal this boat. Tired of them being the only one with the boat. Oh, there it goes. Down to the bottom of the ocean. Alright guys, you don't have to stand there. But now we're in a situation where the Adobe oven costing bricks would cost more, or cost bricks, but we don't have any bricks. So now we can turn this off and create an Adobe oven with clay. If there's any space. We can build one over here. But this was our silk production area. And by silk I mean fabric. Originally it was called silk, and now, oh, this is done, so we don't even need that. Let's get out of here. That was a fairly successful game, all things considered. Considering that the last time I played, I think I lost 3 times in a row. For the beast update, if you are okay with spoiling, are you thinking more text for each beast species, like the walker tech, or more general beast text, like the incense and the farm stocks? So, for the... Thanks for the question, Shifter. For the beast update, the wildlife update, it's both. It's going to be more text for attaching onto beasts and more specific text as well. So I'd like to have specific ones, for example, for the mastodons. And then in addition to that, let's take that. We didn't get to use it. In addition to that, I would like to expand the text for all creatures. For example, all the walker text will be available for the trudger, but it will require me to create new models for them because they're different sized beasts. I would also want to expand on the these types of text, the attachments that use beasts and specific beasts, and also ways to grow beasts from, for example, from the snail eggs and so on. All right, so that mission went fairly well. let's check out Ajuan, because I want to try with his new ceramic mandate. Passive ability. So this thinker has no body and can be killed instantly, but will return to a jar when they are destroyed. Iron Squid says, I would definitely like to see beast-specific text to help you on maps they spawn on, for a trudger helping dig up clay and things like that. Yeah. I'm surprised we don't have something like a zip line. Actually, that's been recommended a few times now. Ajuan is your favorite thinker so far. Why is that? I'm just curious. Let's see. So we have the lanterns on the terraces. I'm okay with that. I would like to go to the ice ridge at some point. We can try something. I heard a rumor, and by heard a rumor, I think I had a dream that allowed you to do quests in any order. But let's not. Let's just keep it normal. Let's not get weird with it. But someday I have to test whether you can actually do quests in any order. Okay, so here we are in the terraces. In my opinion, the best map in terms of balance. Let's start off right where we are. I see no reason not to start up here. This place is as good as any, and I'm not afraid of any floods. What do you think? What do you? New Mink says. What do you have to smoke in order to think of whatever a firebird is? Well, a trudger and a firebird. The firebird came from a sea creature called a feather star. It's like a swimming starfish, basically. I haven't done these guys in a long time. Let's go with that. Good thing I didn't build up there, huh? And the trudger came from... Where did the trudger come from? They're all a bit weird. I mean, the flathead's a pretty weird creature. Sorry about the noise outside. I think some kid is having a good time. The trudger, I wanted something that was kind of unstoppable and just walks around the map aimlessly. Not aimlessly, but that you would be kind of a constant hazard. And I added the filter feeding beak because I wanted it to do something more than just walk around. So it's kind of based off one of those giant whales. Just mashed a bunch of creatures together and gave it, I gave it a flamingo neck, and then good to go. So with these houses, we don't actually need food because these houses will catch fish, which is great. Iron Squid says, I find that with clay, Adobe, and ceramic, plus some good finds in the resources tab, and a liberal use of abilities, Ajuan can be a production king. Yes, that's exactly the focus of this thinker's attachments and production. So I'm glad that comes off. Let's go with storage. I hardly ever use the storage, and I'm usually quite wasteful, so why not? You can build more than one of these now. Let's get another technology here. I like this thinker too because you could just be risky and say, oh, I'm going to try to steal a technology on the other side of the map. Nice balloons there. I'm also going to expand the number of technologies that the AI uses, as starting to feel a bit repetitive now. Oh, fishmonger. Turns one fish into two fish. One fish, two fish. Red fish, blue fish. Does something actually bad happen if your hearth gets flooded? No, nothing bad happens. It just gets extinguished. The only reason why the fire goes away is because it Kind of looks silly that the fire doesn't. Let's do the ceramic tower. Actually, let's do the water bomb, because I have a new addition to the water bomb in which it summons a boat. And this is a random boat, not just the boat that it shows. So that could be quite good. Let's claim some land up here. We have our rifleman or sniper. The reason why the fire gives you a notification when you're flooded is because most likely if your fire is flooded, a lot of your houses are flooded too. Yeah. Fire tower gives extended range and also allows you to make fire bombers, which are quite powerful. Yes. It doesn't make sense why the fire bombers come from the fire tower. So if you have another idea of which fire technology can grant fire bombers, I'm all ears. So we have a new flag here. Might as well build a couple more houses up here. Actually, might as well not. So all the fish is going to be down here. This is a tricky house to figure out the first time. A lot of people try to place it like this, and it doesn't work. But I think once you figure it out, it's pretty cool. I wish there was a better way to describe it. This is perfect. This system is working great. Catching fish, bringing them into storage, using fish when we need them. The great thing about storage, which kind of seems like a hidden bonus, is that a lot of production buildings, in fact almost all, will stop producing when they've produced their item. I'll show you. So when this fish is caught, then it no longer produces until that fish is taken. And then it starts again. So the storage will keep things running smoothly. Even if you think, well, I don't really need to store the resources I have. So let's make another one. Plus that symmetry is perfect. I'm not one for perfect symmetry. Almost perfect. I think it has to be one more this way. But it's quite nice. All right, let's get some technologies going, and then see if we could interact with our neighbors a bit, because the last time we did not. Chances are they'll interact with each other first because of their distance. Sometimes you can hear the demand noise without any notification, and that's them giving demands to each other. I know these towns can be a bit janky sometimes, but to be honest, a lot of the times it works out pretty well with these extended overhangs and ladders and stuff. Looks great. Like he kept the valley for his farms and then put all the houses up on the hills. And then this guy, I guess he's going up top to get some resources. Eventually they're going to bump into each other in a way that makes them fight, and then that'll be the end of them. We have the dragon boat and the tallback. Let's go with the tallback. This is a later game technology, which is kind of useless in a way, but at the same time, kind of useful, because who put a coconut in here? Because it acts as a beast, and you can attach beast attachments to it, small beast attachments. I think the fire tower gets good use from synergizing with fire bombers. The Firebird will create, not yet, snails are the only ones that have a death animation, and so, or death resources, but Firebirds will drop blast powder. Though I think flooding, Iron Squid says, though I think flooding should actually damage buildings, and by extension, fire towers should negate that. If you hear that flag off in the distance, that's someone else claiming land. What's our objective today? Landmarks. So they're pretty insistent on making the landmarks as quickly as possible. I believe this is the silk landmark, so we should get a way to get fabric at some point. I kind of feel like flood damage should work as a type of rain damage. Houses don't get damaged, but they do not operate. So they sit there with all buildings, except for the storage, which is why it's on these stilts. It keeps your food from degrading when it floods. But the houses won't be operable when it's flooding. Everyone will leave and hang out by the flooded fire. This town is going just swell, even without my undivided attention. Let's build another flag there, keep your people busy, and get another technology. So we don't need this ceramics crafter. I'm thinking about this gift. Let's see if we can... Well, they're neutral, and they're friendly. I may go for the gift because I like to see they can help out with a lot of things if we become really friendly with them. So I don't see why not. Let's get someone doing something unimportant, like this guy. So our tallback is done. I don't think that gives us an inspiration, does it? No. Uh-huh. There he goes. Let's build a couple more houses here. And that is quite a town. The food inspiration can't be accessed because the ramp is broken. Hope Breezy sees it so he can fix it. Which food inspiration is not reachable? There is a broken ramp in the terraces. You mean, where is it? This ramp? This ramp now, it works. Someone's ringing a horn about something. So they have snails. Let's see if we can find our own snails. Maybe we can capture some animals this time. Somebody said that the walker is in there, is around in the beginning, and then always just, whoa, wanders off somewhere. Yeah, that's what I expected. All-out war. So that battle's gonna last forever. Let's become allies with them because there's a lot of interactions that can happen. Is this working? There's a lot of interactions can happen with allies. Something weird here, huh? Okay, he's got it. Huh. Oh, we didn't choose any resources to put inside. Okay. Here's an icebreaker coming by. This is an event that I'm going to expand upon as well in the future. Let's see what they want. Clay and bamboo. I'll give you your clay. So the reason why I went to check is your reputation will increase more based on if you gave them resources that they want or not. I'd like to get baskets at some point. I think now is the perfect time. Let's reject all that. Ooh, the silk outfits. Braves no longer cost food, but instead cost fabric to produce. That's going to be a no. Because we don't have any way to get fabric yet. Let's go with the sturdy shovels. Actually, we don't really need the clay. But it is what it is. We do need that resource technology. Looks like he's building lanterns already as well. So maybe we should not be friends with them. Now that we're currently friends with them, or friendly, neutral, I think we could steal this tech without them getting too upset. And if not, what's the harm? Ajuan will just come back the way he was before. Oh my goodness. There's a dye pot here as well. These can be brought back to unlock new team colors. Do you have advice on getting allies? In my experience, they are almost always cautious at best. Yeah, Iron Squid is correct in saying try not to take inspirations from their village. For example, this one I'm taking here. This will make them not like us. And you can see whether you're whether it goes up or down with that arrow there. Silk Loom, perfect. So what I'm going to do a change of plans now. I'm going to give the gifts to this guy. So they still want clay, so that's good. You guys can get on the gift. In the meantime, we'll build another one. Oh, careful there. And we'll go over there. This will make from all clay. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this guy liked us more anyways. Uh-oh, he's attacking with the snail. Get out of there. The snail's exploding. Let's get the gift up here, and then we'll give it to them. Yeah, you can go home. This is from us. Hopefully at some point they accept that gift, and then this will become more and more friendly. Let's make another one. And we'll just keep doing that. Hopefully we can get them to allies, and I can kind of show off what it means to be an ally with another AI. Let's get the fabric lanterns, and we're going to start our production facility back here. I think 3 should be enough. We have basically unlimited people at this point, so we don't need to go too crazy with it. Let's build another one. I'm just going to spam these gifts. And then when the gift is in range of another town, it'll appear as the button will appear. He didn't even accept my gift. The reason why he's not accepting is he doesn't have any available braves. I think they've all been killed. So maybe we should just give it to them, huh? Fine, you can have it. Let's give him this one too. Oh no, that's theirs now. Although it's full of clay and he doesn't want clay. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So now we have an abundance of ceramic. Oh, that guy's on fire. Him being on fire destroyed Ajuan for a split second. He'll be alright. Don't worry about him. I'm sure he's fine. If you play Garam, his Sky Lanterns can also give you a positive rep. Yes, and it's quite a lot. I increased it quite a lot. The gift isn't in range of them. Ah, was it in range? Oh, they accepted it. They need an idle brave to go and pick up the gift, which they only have 2 guys, it seems, and this guy's stuck, contemplating life, looking off into the distance, wondering if it was all worth it. These guys are going to start creating a bunch of lanterns, so I say maybe it's time for us to do it first, unless we can find some combat. Yeah, let's go take this one. Here they come. They're sending, I think, everyone they have. Yeah. The final raid. Which is probably a poor idea. Then I'll get my my sniper over here to shoot this guy. This poor guy. Sorry. Wait, does Breeze have two different Brave icons? I do. Why? Oh, this is a tallback. I guess that's the wrong icon. Interesting. Uh-oh. Who are all these guys? This is not what I expected. You're supposed to shoot the Thinker. This is not going to go well. Run! My one rifleman. Get them one at a time. Oh, he just shot that snail's shell. See, we did get an inspiration down here. The swordsmith, spearsmith. Let's do it. Let's do a spearsmith, and then let's just start making an enormous amount of spears. Okay, we have our fabric. Let's make some oceanside lanterns. Hopefully we can build that one. We have to build 12 of these. So just keep placing them anywhere that they fit. And this, forget about that. And we're going to start hammering these out pretty quick. Look at that, we're almost halfway done. Could go get their technology. I did improve this a bit, the technologies that the thinkers spawn. I changed the chance to be same as you would expect. Okay, but don't go through their town. He's building quite a few. I don't know how many he has, but let's get quite a few there. See if we can snipe him a couple times before he notices. Oh, that was easy. Must have taken some damage earlier. You served your purpose. You may be returned to the Skyloft. Poor gift was never accepted. So these guys are lost and leaderless as well. Would like to add a bit more nuance to that as well. Also to the what do you call them? The nomads. Where's all the spearmen, huh? Oh, I guess our capacity is capped. Might as well build a couple more houses. Make an alley here so people can walk in between the houses. Okay. Structure safety is from Garam's or Sumak's special ability. Reed Field and the Lotus Pond. Don't really need any of them. The Headbands is a new hat type. And the reason why it looks like this is it was supposed to be an addition to your doorways. But as you can see now, everyone has these purple, what do you call them? Wards in their headbands. I only use Brave now as the combat unit. Yeah, the Braves are pretty good combat units, especially when you have 36. There's not much they can do to that. So at that point, you know, you're pretty unstoppable. So we have 11 out of 12 landmarks, but no fabric. We never got to use this properly. But it is what it is. So basically the way this works is it's a small beast and you can attach a attachment to it. But I think it needs some work. That should be the last one. There we go. Let's use the one, let's do one right about here, right where it all started. Looks like someone's getting roasted over here. Yeah, throw a bucket of water on him so he can join the festival too. And yeah, that's another one for the books. I'm a fan of pangolin armor when I get riflemen. Yeah, that's kind of the idea, is because it protects, the pangolin armor protects them when they're running away, especially from ranged. It's quite good. Let's use the, we didn't build any fishmongers, did we? That is a shame. Such a fish economy. Does the axeman's cleave cause friendly fire? I think so. I think it does. At 50%, of course. So let's swap. See, personally, I don't think it was overpowered to have this free ceramics all the time. It's just a source of fire extinguishing, plus it allows you to use these festivals more often, which we didn't do, to be fair. Let's go on to the next updated thinker, Garam. Let's check him out. Let's get a more interesting color. Purple's always good. Looks good to me. Blue and purple. We should be almost done with this mission. And we'll go to the Pebbles. I do want to do the Ice Ridge at some point, because I haven't actually tested the new editions of the... Actually, let's do... it's a shame that it's not there, because I would like to do it now, but... Let's jump into the Pebbles first. We can show a variety of the maps, and then get to the Ice Ridge last. This is one of the new island. Hello there. This is the Totano. They shake and then drop these seeds, which will grow plants if there are none. This is one of the new islands pieces. Looks like we have one tree, so we will be a log-free civilization. Garam with reeds and wood is a little bit OP. I think you should go back to Charnushka to synergize with blast powder. Interesting. Garam with reeds and wood is a little bit OP. I'll have to think about that. No Spire House for us. Sprout House we did already. Let's do a reroll, see if we can get something weird. This is one of the unique houses. The Ring House. It has 3 capacity at just 2 cost, which is the cheapest possible. Full rain protection. So I think that's perfect. Hopefully, I mean, we won't have a lot of space to build them, but let's do it. This must be placed at this exact distance from the campfire. So looks like we can build one there. And then 3 more, and that's it. What more do you want? So this is just messing around with the system where in order to unlock this house type, you have to do something specific, which is a secret. You have to do it in-game. And I plan to add out I plan to add a few more types of these technologies into the game that can only be unlocked by doing certain things. This is an idea from Enter the Gungeon, where you had to do certain actions to unlock some of their guns as well. We're really low on resources here, so all planks are replaced with logs. I don't know, sounds pretty good. I know that one of our festivals gives us logs, but I also know that that festival requires cliffs, and I don't know if these cliffs are high enough. Here it is. This is the elusive sand trudging icebreaker. This shouldn't be possible. I don't know why it does this sometimes, but anyways. Man, I cannot decide. Go with the lumberjack, could be a huge mistake, or we reroll. Let's go with the lumberjack. Let's try to play off of our benefits here. We're gonna need food, so might as well get that. It looks like this inspiration is not accessible. The last house type that is permalocked is not finished. Let's see. Bakery makes the most... I mean, the patty makes the most sense here. Although these houses can take attachments. But... it seems unlikely. Might as well just build this instead of complaining that we have no bamboo. And here we go. There's the frill barge. So this is the Miracle of Reeds, but this is the one we need. The Bannered Grove. Unfortunately, it uses cliffs, and these cliffs are not high enough. So we may be stuck here. Unless this comes up with something that doesn't require bamboo or logs or anything else. So what would it be? I have one log here, which we might as well claim. The stilts pads, of course. This is the perfect technology. Mud arches also would have worked. That's true. So, with this, we have a few varieties. This lower one doesn't have steps, but it should be enough to at least get us off this isolated island. So we don't need 2 farmers, just leave the one. And then we'll build some of these. Man, he's taking the deep way, isn't he? Yeah, you can do the whole thing. So he can plant stuff as well. If his seeds touch this green grass, he can plant either trees or bamboo. So that could be helpful in a pinch. Man, this guy doesn't want to finish this, does he? When these are finished, I'm just gonna force chop him and then make him go into the house. That way he spawns a guy. We'll at least have 2 more people that we can work with. Man, this guy did not finish this, did he? Wait, where did he go? So close, but so far. All right. Now we have a little bit more access. Wait, you can draw those lines using shift? Yeah, yeah. You hold shift and then you can draw out this way. Same with the canals as well. Sometimes it helps, like, sometimes on maps like these, you won't be able to build in certain places, but if you draw from somewhere else, you will. So, yeah. And usually they should, once they build one, they should automatically build the whole line, but I see that it's not quite working. It seems like he's getting blocked for some reason. Anyways. With this one, we won't be able to get up here, so we'll have to find another way. Yeah, there's the extra guy. We can work on the farm. I'll just manually send this guy all the way across. Does Ring House work with banners too? No, it doesn't. So it only works around the hearth. That's the limitation. But if we do things like this, we can probably build a lot more. Build a bunch of these around. We just don't have enough people. That's what it is. We'd like to get this transport inspiration, so when this guy finishes his house, I'll get him to go in there, and you can build this to completion. Looks like someone's demanding things somewhere else. Oh, the water's going down. I did fix all these ramps as well. There was a lot of ramps where it looked like you could get up, but you couldn't. So, that's good. The only reachable inspiration because of this drought is this one, so go ahead and get that while I force this guy to finish these. Oh, there's a lot going on. This is why he shouldn't be in the sand. These guys jumped out of their boats, and then when the water goes back up, they'll drown. It's like these guys are helping each other out. Somebody's doing a festival, which means a trade was complete. Or a demand. The canvas press sounds pretty good to me. That would remove our cost for bamboo through this paper walls technology. Perfect. Now let's try to run home before the water comes back up. You there. Build this. So we have no more bamboo again. Let's get this. Oops. Yeah, if you hold shift, you can draw out the line. Put that there in case the shop opens. Let's see if this worked. Yeah, there you go. So we can just keep expanding out our ring. And eventually... Huh, I wonder why that one doesn't work. Maybe on this side? Well, that guy got trapped in there, did he? Well, see if you can make it. No, he's toasted. I don't know why they run in the water. I have no idea. It is a mystery. Let's see. Braves can prioritize builds that are out of their range. It seems like enough houses anyways. Yeah. I like having 30 to 40 for the Cage Thinker quests. Yes, and this is one of those. This is a tricky one with Adjuan here because he has the jar and the Thinker. We have to rescue the Thinker, but the jar must be protected. So it can't be like a quick run and grab sort of thing. Oh, hello. I see, you cannot build this. What about that? No. Actually, I should have just built it on the other side. Yeah, shift with a lot of the buildings allows you to place more than one, and things like that. Wait a minute, I don't want this because it costs bamboo. We need the bamboo to build this, so I'm going to dismantle this and then build the canvas press here. Hopefully it doesn't burn down right now, because I'm seeing a lot of storm clouds, and we have no way to protect against the storm. So we might as well get this technology while we have nothing to do. The reason why I want to build this first is, I thought we dismantled that. Oh well. Is because then we get the paper walls technology, so we can build houses out of paper, which is a type of fabric. Here's a canoe, a bridge, and the dragon boat. I'll get the canoe, but I doubt it'll come in handy because of how resource poor we are at the moment. I wonder why these guys are coming over here. I did have one. I shouldn't have to force them to build every step. It used to be automatic. I'll check on why that is. But anyways, let's get this technology here. I'm gonna grow us some bamboo. No. And then build one of these here. Let's see. I did have one cage thinker where they had 50 or so in the enemy village, maybe 10 of which were spearmen. Yeah, the enemy towns can grow quite big if they have the space. There is a limit though. Needed a real army. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I would like. Although I don't want every time to be such a challenge, because sometimes your town is a lot more scrappy than others. This time let's go with the library. Reason being, we have a lot of, well, we will have a lot of silk fabric. There, we got a ton of these houses now. If we build this here, that might work. Wait. Oh, these are special houses that always cost bamboo. Oh. That's a shame. That's a pretty big shame. So, don't worry about those houses, I guess. Let's see if we can find another source. 2 icebreakers? With the same wall? This looks like our best bet over here. Though I cannot remember if the icebreaker takes this path. Alright. Let's just build a few houses. Need 3 out of 4 just for the tutorial to be finished. Here we go. Skylamp Festival. Again, bamboo. Here's our shortage. I would like to show you some of the allies' interactions. So I'm going to go with it. We don't need 6, we need 2. Get 2 people over here. Where's everyone else? Clay, accept. Sometimes you may find everyone inside your houses. This is because they go into the house when it rains. But this cannot be built. Oh, it's not even accessible. I could hear some demands being completed somewhere else as well. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Let me try something. Put these guys on guard for the moment. Just want to try, the scientist in me wants to know, if I start from the other side, will they build all the way across? No. Fine. Okay, I can do it. I'll manually do it. That's no problem. I don't mind. Is there any wind-resisting clothing? Would be great, really, knowing losing a smidge of health on sumac to the wind every time I want to research in the flatlands. Yeah, and having your people blow around is actually can be dangerous as well if they blow to a pond or pool or up on some cliff or into some snail's den. Always the last one, huh? Fine. Okay, and then what we want is to claim this territory here. Should we tame the snail? Maybe. If we tame the snails, we can claim this territory as well. Could be beneficial. Let's build another bridge over here. It goes like that. You guys, take you off guard. And you can start this. Or not. Let's see. Can we reach anything? Now that the water is lowered? No. What's the fishing tower's speed bug? I think you said something about how if you delete a fishing tower at a certain time, it makes them launch off into the distance. But I have not seen that, no. It's probably enough houses. Oh, I do want to build this as well. Let's prioritize that. Make sure at least one bamboo gets saved for the festival. Maybe we could steal that boat. No, we can't because it's beached. Oh, well. All right. We have a ramp right here. We can just bridge over to this. And forget this bridge. The fishing tower uses a ladder, which any building that uses a ladder has the risk of causing problems. All right, all right. I'm curious to see how this goes. All right, we've got our fabric. We have our relations. I mean, our thing. We could become friends. If we do enough of these, they'll just give us the cage thinker, which might be a good strategy. Because we're not very powerful at this point. I think a sort of invisible ramp surrounding the sides of the ladder could help with pathfinding. Believe me, I have tried absolutely everything with the ladders. And it works. Now it works 90% of the time. Randomly in different updates, different buildings that use ladders don't work. Right now the AI is stuck on the ladder sometimes, sometimes not. Other times, right now the tower house is not working correctly, and it just seems to be different 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 updates or different things change the ladders in different ways and then make them usable or unusable in slightly different ways. But yeah, it's like a forever work in progress. But I think having ladders as an option is worth the trouble. There they go, the lanterns. This is based off a lantern festival in Southeast Asia. East Asia as well, I think, in parts of China. But yeah, now we're quite friendly with Achiote. Let's see, is he the one with the cage thinker? No. Fine. You have the cage thinker. Look at that, he went up the ladder. And he's still not happy with us. So I would like to do another one. Or we could just convert him with these priests. Let's just start making tons of priests. If that's the case, we're going to need boats. Let's make a boat dock over here. What would you like? A lot of food? Fine. As our population grows, we can expand our operations a little bit. What type of protection, huh? Alright. Just get rid of those. We don't need it. Nobody's attacked yet, which is interesting. We do have some freeze stone as well. Keep that in mind. I'll throw that down. And then we could try to build a bridge over here, but this icebreaker will path right through it. So I think I'm going to not do that. At some point I'll try to tame these snails. Let's get my warrior over here, see if he can jump into this. Into this boat. It's quite a big jump. It looks like he has strong legs. Not strong enough. What am I doing? Let's try that. Get someone over here to work on that. Hopefully he works on all of them. Oh, careful there. I want to change it so when he goes into the deep water, the head stays above water while they're swimming around in the ocean. Not really a gameplay changing effect, but could be nice. Think anyone's working on this? Yeah, this guy's doing it. Perfect. Growing a lot of food. This guy's looking for trouble, huh? Well, you won't find any here. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to go in the sand. Okay, it looks like we're harvesting all of our bamboo, which is fine. We have a lot of priest houses here. This guy's learning what it means to be a scholar. We should start making quite a bit, which would be nice. Alright, now let's get our warrior over here. Demands met, yet again. We've got quite a nice town there with a ton of resources. We really got unlucky with the spot that we have. Although the abundance of small islands nearby is quite nice. Hello, Call Me Deans. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Glad you are enjoying the game. Alright, so how are we gonna break this guy out of the cage? Oh yes, more Skylamp festivals. Let's try, let's try. But in the end, I don't think it's gonna work. Are we creating any priests? Or is this not working as intended? We'll check it out. Let's see how things go. Put another ring house here. We still have a bit of bamboo, it looks like. Oh no, he cannot find it. Okay. How can we get more bamboo? Oh yeah. This is the bamboo here. Okay. So we have a bunch of people. We'll just get 10 on one snail, 10 on the other, why not? This will either be the end or the beginning. Oh, we can't reach it, great. Hopefully the snails will get distracted by that fire. Which they will. Okay. Hopefully we don't get distracted by the fire. Oh man, that guy got burned off. Let's see if we can actually get everyone out of here before a disaster occurs. But I'll build a couple platforms there. Then maybe we can get across. Now careful though, because these snails will push your people off of these platforms for sure. I know that for a fact. And the snails now wander around, even though it's tamed. It wanders around with no rider, so you can, and also you can hop on enemy snails that have no riders as well. Iron Squid says he's put it 150 hours into Kainga. That's impressive. That's very impressive, but time spent enjoyed is not time wasted. That's what I always say. Let's see if these priests are actually coming out. I know there was an issue with it before. I hope there's no longer an issue. There he is. Look at him, all proud. We can start making boats as well. This is going to start kicking off in a big way. Okay. Someone's getting killed somewhere. Oh, looks like they're raiding each other. I see some orange and yellow corpses here. Those are my... Oh, these are the nomads here. We need to get over here. So I think the plan would be get a few boats. Guys, are you trapped? That's fine. You can live there forever. I'll allow it. Get a few boats, and then I thought I had a boat. Oh yes. Is this my boat? Oh, it used to be an AI boat, so he's trying to go back to where he was. But there we go. And we get a couple priests inside there. And we should be good to go. Actually, we have too many people. That's why we're not making any priests. Time for a couple more houses. And then we might as well pause the regular production. Oh, the shop is open. Wait, did my boat leave? Oh, there he is. I wonder if I can convert his guys. No, not on the boat. I think I'm just gonna ninja him over here. And actually, I'm trapped on this portion here. Let's see if we can tame a few. We don't want to get too many because if there's more than 5 people, they will stop converting and instead interrupt the conversion. This is a new thing I'm adding. These icons, they're not finished. I just use an old icon. But for certain statuses like getting converted and other things like that. I might as well take you over here. So we can get a couple more priests in there. We're out of bamboo again. This wandering trader has been wandering all over the place and hasn't come near me yet. Would be great to have a ooh. Let's go with the bloodlust. It would be great to have a trade table with some extra bamboo. Maybe I can catch him. Oh yeah. It's some risky walk in there, but I'll accept it. Alright, I will give you anything, literally. I'll give you bricks. Bricks are worth a lot, and you give me bamboo. Deal? And let's put that right here. Perfect. I think it's okay that he walks away. I think it may still work. And then with our bamboo up and running, everything will be good to go. See if we can find a tech to purchase. Oh, what happened to my boat? Oh, here it is. Okay. Any more priests? I'm guessing no, because we have more population than we can handle. This guy's just been busy over here. Converting tons of people. Let's try to sneak up these ladders. Let's see if we can start rustling some cages. Uh-oh. This is troublesome. Hopefully less than 5 people start listening to my story. Priest and canoe following the icebreaker is basically how Polynesia converted to Christianity. Polynesia? You mean like Indonesia? I'm pretty sure it's Muslim. No, don't go in the water. You must stay on land. So I think we did it. Oh, there he goes. Let's get him out of the cage. If we can. I did add a health bar to the cage so you can actually see if you're attacking it or not. Hopefully that helps. I know there's some issues with people not being sure whether, like, what was going on. And I think clarity is the most important thing. Should have used planks to replace bamboo and swap between the two when they become available. I totally forgot about this. That's the reason why I got it. And I totally forgot. Okay, so we have Ajuan. And let's get this jar. Where did my boat go? Oh, it's here. Okay, hop in the boat. Whoa. And then I might go over... Might just wait around. Let's get off of this, because when the water goes down... Uh-oh. Come back. Oh, the boat climbed the ladder. Well, I haven't seen that before. Let's just host this festival and forget it ever happened. Actually, the word Kainga comes from their word for fortified village, as far as I know. Plus Polynesia, oh right, Polynesia, right, yes. It's the Pacific Island nations from New Zealand to Hawaii. Yeah. You're right. There we go. Actually, we don't need to be friends with anyone anymore, but it doesn't hurt. I wonder if this boat is usable. Let's we can throw him in because if he dies, he'll end up in the pot, in the jar. It is usable, but it shouldn't be. Basically, is what I'm seeing here. So we need to make our own boat. We'll get this guy. That's a lot of guys. I wonder what they're all doing over there. You guys can all go home if you want. I'll allow that. Let's see if we have any text to purchase here. We have the elevator, which is useless on this map. And we have the defensive spikes, which I don't mind purchasing. Just made me think. I feel like the defensive spikes should keep the Nautilus away. This great terror of the depths. I actually had a version before where they could carry boats back to sea. I will see if I can put that back in, as I think that would help a lot. The trick is that there's a lot of different varieties of boats, so it's hard to know how to approach that with the different types of boats. Man, this boat is not getting built, huh? It's just the small one. Yeah, maybe like the canoe and the reed boat. Huh. Weird. Try another one. Something weird here about the pathing to this boat. I'm going to try this. I know that doesn't seem smart, but... Oops. Let's see what happens. For some reason we can't build a boat. And I think it has to do with maybe these not being solid? I'm not sure. Let's get someone riding that snail. Huh. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Something about he's not finishing. I'll check it out. But until I do, we still need that boat. Build this. Well, let's see what we can do. He doesn't want to build it, huh? Will you build two? You will. Miraculous. Okay, now let's try this. I think with that they will be able to access the boat dock area. It should be able to build the boat just fine. Yeah, there's something wrong with these walkways not finishing. Understood. This is part of the reason why I play the game as well, is just because, you know, there's so many things I gotta figure or have to discover, issues to be solved, and the best way to do it is actually with your guys' help, and the second best way is by playing myself. But I can only play so many games, and the games I play don't always come up with the same issues that yours do. Okay, we're kind of in a conundrum here. What the? Okay. Having some trouble here. Although this boat fell back into the water, so I'm tempted to think that this will work. I recommend going this way. Alright, just stay there. Okay, alright. We'll wait till the water comes back up, and then we'll see. I think something's a bit laggy with this guy going on as well. Looking for... what do you call them? Victims. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. You were bound to live in the water now. Alright. Now that this boat is in the water, I think we are good to go. I'm going to hop out over here, get my thinker over here. And keep this guy there. I think we still need the escape vehicle, don't we? So in order to do that, we need to think of one more technology. Alright, it's a struggle, but we made it. Plus our village looks really cool. A couple of snails, put some beast drums on them. Because I don't see why not. The village is very productive, despite the lack of bamboo. Which we didn't solve yet. I think... I wonder if we have space. There we go. Let's try that. You build this. This is what I think Kainga succeeds at, is that there's always something to be doing, which is great. Let's get a passive. Snail bridles. Let's hop back to land and send this guy over to get the festival. Alright. What does this require to be built? It requires logs. We don't have a lot, but we don't have a little either, so we should be fine. Oh my goodness. Huh. Well, that's lucky. That's what happens when fire lands in your fireplace. There's the frill barge. Let's build it right here. I hope it doesn't get crushed by the icebreaker once it's complete. But there definitely is a risk of that. Has this been completed? The ring house. This replaces bamboo with planks. So we can actually disassemble this and this one. And these ones too, actually, because they require bamboo. And now we can build it with planks. Let's get the last festival. Actually, we won't do that. That'll waste our logs. Wait, do texts unlock the previous hearth inspiration instead of the next one now? You need to get a tech to get the inspiration to appear at the hearth. So the issue was I purchased this one, so that one wasn't appearing for some reason. Yeah, there's a few bugs here and there, but honestly, I think it's better and better each time. Hey, what about this guy? Huh. Now we can make them spit on command if we don't like the look of someone. In fact, let's spit on our boat over here. Yeah, get that. How did this snail die? What a mystery. Should I try spitting on the karma shop? I've never actually tried this before. But you know, in the interest of science, I suggest we try. I can get him to face the right way. Oh, there he goes. My goodness. Well, you should probably close the shop if that was the case. But, yeah. Interesting. I thought you'd have a little bit more health than that. There's so many things going on in this game that even I get surprised. Alright, fill barge is complete. Let's get a couple guys on there, and we get our thinker on there. I think we're ready to go. And off we go. All in all, I'd say this is a pretty cool looking town. This flag actually changes depending on what type of resources you make. So in this case I make paper, so I make paper lanterns. There he goes, getting cooled as he floats away. Hopefully he doesn't get grabbed by this guy at the last moment. If you have ranged units, you can actually hit them in their eyes and they'll go away. There we go. College specialty is complete. Unlocked an extra memory slot, which we're not using Kala and Jira now, so it's not really, it wouldn't show up immediately, but here we go. There's the second slot. I was hoping the Nautilus would just grab him at the very end. Actually, there was a risk of that. There was a risk at that. Let's use Kala and Jira again. And change the color. Yellow and blue. I think that works for the snow. Let's hop into the snow map. The ice ridge. For the last one. We can do a rescue. I want to try a combat heavy round. So this time I'm going to try to go with many combat units, try to grow my town as large as possible. Remind me in Still Tech, why is there's a round one if you can't build anything with it? Yeah. That wasn't the idea. Was you can build round buildings on top of that, but it didn't really come into fruition. So this map has been fixed. I've added a lot more ramps. So the idea is that you can go up and down quite easily, and then around as well. Hopefully that helps. I think this is the exact spot that you were locked in before, and now there's two more ramps from here. One there, one here. An extra ramp here. It just has a lot more ramps. There's a new ramp here and here. So hopefully that helps the playability of this map quite a bit. Alright, this house is definitely no. Wooden longhouse with hardened skin could be good for my combat heavy approach. I think I'm going to try it. It's not a lot of space here, but why not, you know? Go for a little bit of challenge. Try to make it as compact as possible. And yeah. Get our food technology. We have our powder stack already. Remind me to build this because I will forget it. And this is what I mean about technologies in the memory slots sometimes being overlooked. I think I'm going to change it so that remembering a technology guarantees it will come up in that category. Grows when rained on. I feel like that's a higher possibility. So we're going to need a farm first thing. So let's get this guy to build a farm. I'm sure he'll figure it out. We don't need our festival. Let's just get it. On the note with ramps, was anything done with drawbridges and elevators in this update? Not yet. I'll fix the drawbridges soon. But I figured the fixes to the towers and the ice bridge were much more important at the moment. Because that's so crucial to the playability of the maps. I wonder if we have any undead creature in the future. What do you mean? What kind of undead creature are you thinking? Alright. Weaving Hermit, we need that blast powder. I'm gonna reroll again. Here we go. Logs to blast powder on this map seems very doable. Looks like we got fertilized crops as well, which I'm not too happy with. But it is what it is. So now that he's growing a little bit, or they're growing those, let's see if you might as well build that while we're at it. It'll take some time for these crops to grow, so we have time. Ramps are definitely a priority. Yeah, I think so too. I kind of like the fantasy but not magic universe we have, to be honest. Undead would change that a lot. It might. I tried to do everything in kind of everything in Kainga is kind of semi-explained in terms of production rather than magic. There is no real magic. It's just inspiration and I guess exaggeration. Like there is a smoke-based thinker, which will come into play in the future. But that can kind of be explained that it's like incense or something like that. Here we go. Some snow. Are these snow protected houses? I did not look. So that may be an issue. We have a couple of warriors. I say we go on a mission looking for technologies. Starting with this resource technology. I think these ramps are really going to help. You guys, if you send warriors onto a thinker, they'll guard that thinker. Or they should. Actually, he's getting snowed on, so he's going back to the campfire. This guy's just become a complete ice block. Uh-oh, have I angered someone already? I did. Let's see if they do anything about it. They may not. And the fishing does not work if it gets blocked with the ice, by the way. Yeah, actually, Ajuan is a kind of undead thinker. He made a deal with the kind of the lore behind it is he made a deal with the last thinker for eternal life. Now let's go with the pangolin armor. And didn't realize that deal would involve being turned into, or like being housed inside of a jar. So the reason why I asked you what you mean by undead is that I do have plans for undead thinkers, or undead in the future, but it may not be what you expect. What's going on here, huh? Why will you not move? Fine. You don't have to move. I accept that. Let's see if we can get down there. It doesn't look like it. Not without going through the enemy village. But here... Oh no, there's snails there. Although I am immune to acid. I've never tried this, but maybe we could just stand there and take it. Look at him waddle down. So now when it rains and there's fire or snow or another weather event, the snow will go away. And after some time, it will also go away. An army of skeletons doesn't really suit Kainga's theme. Yes. Uh-oh, Thinker hurts. But actually no, right? Oh, but he won't think about it. Okay, we'll leave. Oh, I don't think we're fast enough to get away. This could be a problem. Maybe we can scoot back and get it real quick. Hey, it fell off. Okay, now we're down here. Just wait there for a moment. And I'll come back and get you. Okay, something weird going on about that. Let's get these farms up and going. I feel like something's unusual about this. We have 6 people, so maybe actually it has been producing just fine. I just hadn't been paying attention. Your houses can collapse from snow as well, but only under the snow cloud. In this map, the snow cloud pretty much encompasses the whole map, but other maps, the snow cloud may not. It could be smaller. It could be in one specific location. And that's where your people get frozen, where the houses will break from snow, and so on. All right, we've got producing just fine. Find and rescue the caged thinker. Ajawan's found himself trapped again. How am I going to get back up? I have a feeling they're going to fight me, but maybe we just run. Maybe we just run. Oh, we have some rifle gear here. This guy's claiming some territory way up here. I don't like that. Let's just run. Ah, it seems okay. They didn't mind. I did make them a bit more generous on whether they attack you or not before you declare war on them once. So that's that. Okay, we have our blast powder distillery going. Now we also need, I really like that overhang technology. Let's see if we can get a technology over here while we're over here. Riflemen are really good at defense. Technically, there's already undead with Achiochi's increased incense memorial. Yeah, that's kind of a test. It'll be something like that, but a little more special. I won't say any more. Although I really want to. See if we can get bamboo focus. I want to try this. This shouldn't. Oh, this is allowed. Yeah. Bamboo focus. Sounds like a good idea on this map because it's not a lot of reeds. Let's get this one as well. And then if we have some extra people, we'll come over. Is this my guy? Where's he going? Looks like we got a bit more snow again. It's getting interrupted by the mastodon, isn't he? Built another house, although I keep building houses in places where I cannot build attachments. Let's build one there, and we'll build one up here. There's plenty of space up here. And, oh, that's what I was looking for. The overhang technology. Warding apiary? That sounds great. I don't often use this, so I think now seems as good a time as any. Let's find the true benefit. Let's see if we can make it down there. Claim that. Actually, no, let's not, because he's moving slow because he's snowy. Do you think I could sneak this over here? Probably not. You know what? Let's not risk it right now. Let's build another house here. And here. And then we'll attach some powder stacks to those. We just need more people. Okay, we have space up there as well. A demand table, huh? This is incorrect, isn't it? This is a wildlife request, so that's why I should not have the relationship there. Huh, okay. Regardless, we'll accept that because we don't want to be upset with the snails. In what other game can you be upset with the snails, or have the snails upset with you? I think axemen are the best. Okay, oh, I missed a lot here. I think axemen are the best pick for the ice ridge because they can sort of just stomp around the corners before archers or guns have a chance to react. Oh, they do have friendly fire. Yes. They're so strong, it's not much of a problem, says Iron Squid. They are. They're kind of like a run in, destroy all, and kind of quick and painful sort of thing. That's their motto. Okay. What's going on here, guys? Okay, we have a little bit of rain on our crops. That could be good. This crop grew instantly. This one's already grown. Let's see if we can harvest that. Maybe the rain will allow it to grow again. I might try to build a warding apiary here. Let's see if we can get someone over here. Get it going. And then I want to build a powder stack. Where? Here? It's not gonna work, is it? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, fine. Forget that. Run, guys, run. Did you hear you had a shield sound because you got spat on at the back and it did no damage. Let's get some festivals. We don't have any festivals yet. Or we have the one. To rise ancient ruins. So this will be helpful if we need any stone. Looks like they're expanding up here. Alright. We have to get serious. I'm a bit slow at this game sometimes. Wildlife request shows relationships. Yeah, should not. Should Garam start with 2 of those instead of warriors? Oh, it's possible. Yeah, we could do that. While you guys are at it, thrash this thing. And that's good enough. It's possible. We could do that in the future. I think warriors are safer, and having only 3 braves at the beginning is kind of dangerous, so that's kind of why I went with that. I can't even build this here. Wait for this one, and then we'll be good to go. Build another farm. We probably don't need it. I'd say this is going quite well. I'm going to build a house here just to get rid of all these trees. Okay, this one we can probably build powder stack on. Okay, I've got the escape balloon and no way to get fabric. So that is the next priority. I may have taken all the fabric, all the resource. I did, didn't I? That's a problem. I took all the resource inspirations. And let me see if my ally is growing any. Doesn't look like he's growing any silk. Oh, okay. What should we do now? I guess waiting for the trader. I'll kill the snails and get the fabric. Perfect. This is why it's good to have multiple ways to get any resource. Actually, now that we have a few guys, say 5 guys over here, just passing. Although if I saw this, I would probably run the other direction. But that's why it's good to have multiple ways to get different resources, so that you can still achieve your goals with a little bit of clever inside knowledge. You wouldn't know that the snails have silk or fabric inside of them the first time, until after the first time you kill them. You need riflemen first because the braves will just tame them. Yep, the warriors, the shield men can probably handle it. Uh-oh, am I under attack? I totally am. Run! Speaking of which, let's get our warriors over here. Now that snow is particularly dangerous, because we might not even make it. What happened to those 5 guys I told to come over here? Okay, okay. Put the warriors. I can't see who's there. There they are. Get them. Keep running. The world's slowest chase. Oh, there's more coming. Uh-oh, I did double click and it got 16 guys. So it looks like there's more people coming soon. Here we go. We've got some riflemen. Looks like they start out not affected by snow. Interesting. 4 riflemen to start. Should be a good. Although I won't kill the snails until it's time. And I think I'll build the... I'll put these guys up here in case they attack again. I think I'll put the balloon down here. So that we can get this fabric easily. I'm okay with the wildlife request. Do you think it's too frequent? It may be. Look at that. There goes the wind. This is somebody recommended I do an avalanche. And that was kind of the idea that I came up with. It's like similar to an avalanche, except it still destroys the buildings, as you can see, and it'll freeze your people. I thought blowing them into the water was absolutely too devastating. Although it can happen if it's not snowing. So yeah. I thought it was an interesting alternative. Kind of familiar but new, if that makes sense. These guys are just... I think there's too many trees or something. They're unsure of how to progress on this. You guys can go back to the campfire. Uh-oh, they're coming. Oh no, they're taking that inspiration. Maybe I can snipe them from this vantage point. Yeah, looks like I can. That's what you get. What a devastating attack. They'll probably come around if they can, but I'm not worried. See if we can shoot them from up here. Yeah, straight to their watchtower. But he didn't see that coming. I have twice as many inspirations down here. I'm tempted. Let's get my guards. If you send them to the Thinker, they should guard the Thinker. Although I did that earlier and that was not the case. So we'll see. Something weird about this, huh? This house type. What's up, guys? I think they're stuck in the frozen mode, although they are no longer frozen. Is my guess. I think, yeah, okay, so we have our silk is ready, or our balloon is ready, although I haven't rescued the Thinker yet either. Should be easy with these riflemen. Okay, wildlife quest is too common because they don't do anything. Yeah, they do. If you give them what they want, it grows more snails. And if you deny it, they'll come over and eat all your crops, and if you have no crops, then they'll attack you. If they eat, like, I think it's 10 crops, then they'll just go home. And it doesn't always grow a new snail, but it does sometimes. If it doesn't grow a new snail, it'll grow more eggs. You can see the eggs are starting to stack. Okay, let's see if we can snipe a snail. That's only one fabric, though. Not great. So in this case, I kind of wish that an extra snail had grown. Oh, there's one down there. Go get it. Uh-oh, that's a long way, isn't it? But this is a top priority, so I'm gonna send everyone. Looks like they're all going somewhere anyways. Might as well just send the whole team, I guess. I'll keep the snail alive in case this fabric fades. We need to be more careful. Alright, guys. Hello, is this your town? Separate fabric fell down. They do attack. They should attack. Let's pick this up. And you can carry it all the way back there. That was easy to remove him. His town was quite weak, actually. And then you guys can go all the way back. So even though I added a bunch of ramps, to get from here to here still required going all the way around the entire island. Which I think is interesting. Hey, you dropped this fabric. What are you doing that for? Okay, bring it I'll baby this guy because we need that fabric. Okay, you can come back here. I think these guys are stuck trying to, I don't know. And then we'll get Ajuan all the way back as well. Is he trapped? Oh no, he's fine. Anyone else over here? No. More inspiration. I did see another inspiration renewal, so I guess we did get some resources in the end, but I like this. This method seems to be working just fine. I noticed AI gets skins on their clay huts, but the players can't get the same ones. Yeah. They choose from a wider selection of possibilities. So he's got, although I think this one you should be able to get because it is clay. But yeah. Now let's not get greedy with the fabric here. We don't have anyone to gift or demand, so we'll go with the chimneys. We don't want anything devastating to happen. All right. Looks like that fabric finally made it. So I think it's time to shoot the other snail. There we go. This time we got 3 fabrics, so maybe it was not worth the wait at all. Looks like he's building a banner here. Aha, we're done. Let's hop in, and we'll call it a day. I'm thinking about making a special, unique hut for the bamboo, or for the reed hut when it becomes bamboo. Anyways, now that Kala and Jira are here, let's leave. This is quite a big town, 40 people. In my mind, I imagine the town's not getting much bigger than 50. As, you know, the difference between 40 and 50 is not much in terms of what you're able to do, and like the difference between 50 and 100 is just overkill. There he goes. Little did we know that he left this jar way over here on the shore, but I'm sure it'll be fine. All right, I successfully rescued a captured thinker. We didn't end up using this, but I think these two synergize quite well together. Production and then creating the rifles. So yeah, I think that was overall a very successful day. And there we have it. Once you've unlocked all the technologies, you can unlock these blueprints, which will give you the recipe for certain synergy technologies, unique technologies. This is one I used already. Fertilized crops. And yeah. I did fix a lot of these technologies, so they should work as intended. You now have a prerequisite of bricks. So once you have something that creates bricks, then you should be able to find these, and same with these ones for ceramics. This is an Enchanted Fire Jar. I don't know if anyone's seen that yet, but it's pretty silly, but a good way to escape the fire when things get hot. And on that punny end, I'll have to say thank you for joining, and hope to see you next time. I think next stream I will do a dev stream in which I will add a new technology into the game. You can kind of see behind the scenes how that works. It may not be interesting, and it may be really boring, but we'll see. I don't want to pump it up, but I suppose I shouldn't downplay it too much because it could be interesting to see what kind of what goes on behind the scenes. I can kind of talk about how things are built um, behind the scenes. Yeah. So thanks for joining, and hope you enjoyed this look at the most recent update of Kainga. And we'll see you next time. Take care.